Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali A, and today we're going to be doing another Best Classes episode, this time covering the MP7, and this is the exact same class loadout I'm going to show you guys that I used within my Black Ops 2 live episode 14 video, where I got a live nuclear gameplay, which was just insane. I asked for 20,000 likes on that video. We managed to hit 50,000 at the time of making this video, which is ridiculous, so thank you very much to everyone that supported that video. It was amazing doing the video and going for that live gameplay, and I knew you guys would be interested in the actual class setup that I was using within the video. Now the gameplay in the background, I'm using a slightly different class setup only because I didn't have the necessary level or rank to use the setup that I actually used within the live video, but I'll point that out in a minute. So you can see on screen here, this was the class that I used within my setup to get the live nuclear, and the MP7 is a very cool submachine gun. When it first, when Black Ops 2 first came out and I first started using the MP7, I didn't like it too much, of course, compared to the MP7 within Modern Warfare 3. It didn't feel quite as powerful because of the MP7 in Modern Warfare 3 being such a beast that it was, but I've gotten used to it. I've found my best setup, and this is the one that I like to use for the MP7. Now the extended mags we're going to have a look at first, as the attachments for this gun and the silencer work very well hand in hand. I love the extended mags because it allows me to take out multiple targets without having to reload or slow down my gameplay. I can just run straight at them and have enough ammunition to take out anywhere between 3 to 5 people probably within one clip if your accuracy is on point, and it just saves the time of having to reload your gun, which also means you don't necessarily have to use fast mags. So I prefer extended mags on this gun specifically. I've also linked it in with the silencer. The silencer just allows me to go on longer streaks, which I did of course within the nuclear gameplay, because you're not appearing as a red dot on the map all the time. It makes the gun slightly less powerful at certain ranges, so between mid and long range it takes a little bit longer to kill than if it didn't have the silencer on, but it's a worthy sacrifice to take to actually be able to go unnoticed on the enemy's radar. Now we've covered the attachments, so we've covered the gun. Let's jump into the perks. The perks are quite standard for the actual nuclear gameplay that I got. I start off with Hardline, which of course didn't affect the nuclear process at all, because it's going to be a 30 gun treat whether or not you're using Hardline. But it did mean that I could get the VSAT and the other score streaks I was using within that gameplay, and within this gameplay it allows me to get the UAV, counter UAV and airstrike a little bit earlier as well. I just love using Hardline, it helps me out whatever streaks I've got going. And then secondly, for the perk 2s, I was rocking Toughness and Scavenger. These are two perks that I love to use all the time, and this is where the slight discrepancy and slight change within this gameplay and the nuclear gameplay happens, because within this gameplay I was using Fast Hands instead of Scavenger because I hadn't unlocked it yet. But the perk 2s are important. Even with extended mags, it gives you a slight boost in the ammunition that the gun has. So for example, the MP7 has a slightly more ammo when you start off with the extended mags. Using Scavenger in combination just means you never have to worry about ammo at all, and that really helped me going on the long gun streak that I went on within my live gameplay. For Toughness, of course, I always use Toughness. I always talk about Toughness and give it praise. It basically just means you have less recoil on screen when you get into gunfights. As you can see here, I'm taking out multiple enemies, which really helps with the extended mags, and those two attachments and these perk combinations work really well together. Now finally, for perk 3, I was using Dexterity. I've been using Dexterity a lot more recently. It just allows you to get around the map efficiently, and although you may not be climbing over stuff and running around into gunfights all the time, it just means that for when you are climbing up ladders or trying to climb over things, it means you're not going to get caught off guard, and you're not going to struggle or get shot in the back as you climb up a ladder or climb up a wall, which can be really frustrating when it does happen. That's why it's nice to avoid those situations. And of course, using Dexterity as well also means that when you're running with a submachine gun or any gun, it means that from the running animation to stopping the running animation and bullets first coming out of your gun when you're shooting from the hip, that time decreases, which means if you're running at someone and you notice them and they notice you, if you've got Dexterity on and the other person doesn't, as I turn on that enemy there, it means you're probably going to win the gunfight if you're accurate. So that's awesome. Dexterity has multiple functions and multiple uses, which is really, really cool. Again here, just showing the power of extended mags, meaning that I could cancel the reload and still spray down 2 people. Really, really useful on a gun like this. Of course, one problem you may have with the MP7 is a slight recoil that it has, especially sort of longer range. All that I can recommend is that you tap fire and you give the gun enough time for the iron sights to settle down a little bit before you start shooting again. As I just go and pick up a load of tags here. I think I'm cycling through the score streaks I had set up as I get overrun here and run straight into the enemy's building. But I was just getting loads and loads of tags on the map here. KillConfirmed is one of my favourite game modes, and I think this is one of my first gameplays on PS3 in a while. I think I played once and got this gameplay, and then jumped on the next day and did my first game on PS3 live to get the episode 14 nuclear gameplay, which was really, really cool. And I like both PS3 and Xbox and all the other consoles, PS3, Xbox, Wii U and PC as well. And you guys said you wanted to see more PS3 gameplay, so I thought I'd show you this as well, just to show you that I'm not biased, of course, towards either of the consoles. I enjoy both of them, and I've met fans within both of the lobbies and both of the console setups as well. When I've jumped on PS3 and Xbox, which is really cool. My Xbox name is OMG space Ali A, and on PS3 it's XXAli-AXX. So if you ever jump into a lobby and you see me there, I don't have a microphone on ever because my Xbox and PS3 mic I just don't use. But if you send me a message saying hi or just notice me, then I'll probably knife you or something, and then we can have some games on the consoles, which is awesome. So the gameplay is coming towards an end here, and at this point here, I tried to go really aggressive and actually leave the tags alone because I don't want the game to end as quickly as it would have done, which was stupid. I ended up dying there, and I think I died once more as well, which could have been avoided, and this would have been 1,000 score per minute gameplay had I not died there and had actually finished the game up quicker than I had done here. It turned out to be about a 920 score per minute game, but if it had been 1,000 score per minute, it would have been epic. So the final score was 54-7. I hope you guys have enjoyed this class setup video and you go and give it a go. Perhaps aim for the nuclear as well. Never know, if you've never got one before, it could be your chance to go and get the nuclear, the 30 gun streak. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you've seen none of the videos on screen now, feel free to click on them as well, and also let me know which gun you want me to cover next. So cheers for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.